everyone, it's Marie here, and I have a box from Scrapbook.com. In this box is the new Tim Holtz color, and I have not seen it yet. I'm just about to open this box and take a peek at the color. So if you're excited to see this new color, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things, and let's find out what this new color is. Okay, gotta cut open the packaging. I wonder if that's a hint as to what color this is. Look at that! Guys, it's called Prize Ribbon. Oh my goodness, that is a pretty blue. Should we take it down to the desk and see what we can make with it? Alright, so before I started creating with this Prize Ribbon Blue, of course I wanted to swatch it out and kind of see how it compared with some of the existing Distress ink colors. So I'm just kind of smearing some of the Distress ink and the Distress ink Oxide on some white cardstock here, and you can just see how pretty this blue is. It really does make you think of a satin ribbon, or in this case I was a little bit inspired by some French toile decor and china plates, and so I'm going to kind of run with that inspiration. But you can see here I swatched out some chipped sapphire, some faded jeans, and some blueprint sketch. I think the chipped sapphire is a lot darker than the Prize Ribbon. The faded jeans is a little bit more gray, and then of course the blueprint sketch is a brighter blue than this one, so I think this one kind of fits really well in between those other blues. I went ahead and grabbed my Scrapbook.com foam blending tool, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend on this ink. I love ink blending, and the Distress inks are perfect for ink blending, so of course I had to go ahead and blend a background. So I'm just going to fill this whole card front with this Prize Ribbon Blue. It's really beautiful, and once I have a whole background all ink blended, I'm going to do some stenciling. Now I'm going to show you 3 ways to use a stencil, some embossing paste, and this Prize Ribbon Blue to get similar but different cards. So I'm making a set of 3 cards today with some of the same supplies for each card. So I'm going ahead, I'm taping my stencil down. You can see that I've done both front and back of my card front. I was just playing with this ink. I loved it so much, and I ended up doing both sides of this card front just to kind of play around with the ink. So I've taped my floral sprigs, I believe that's my stencil from Scrapbook.com. I'm taking my media spatula and I'm starting to smear all of this embossing paste all over my stencil. Now I did go ahead and switch over to my Scrapbook.com scraper, because when you're doing a full background of stencil and you have a stencil that's got all of this detail on it, this scraper is actually very quick and easy to use, and it gives you an even application of whatever you're applying. My paste is also a little bit older. I've had it for a few years, so it has thickened up a little bit, so it's not quite as easy to spread with that media spatula, and this scraper just works great with it. So once I had that all applied, I'm just peeling off my stencil. I will go wash that with warm soapy water, but you can see this gorgeous design just with the white and the blue. It really makes me think of some blue and white china dishes, and I'm just loving it. So I'm just kind of scraping the edges with my finger there, trying to get all 4 sides smooth with that paste, and I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. Now for my second card, I'm going to do much the same thing. I'm taking out some of this embossing paste, and I'm using some Distress Spray Stain. I'm going to tint this paste, and I'm just going to mix it up to turn it blue. Now you do have to remember that when you're mixing it with the embossing paste, it's going to make a lighter color, but I really like that you can take one color, use it in different ways, and get a variety of looks. So this is going to be a much lighter blue, more of a pastel, and it's going to look really pretty on top of that floral sprigs stencil. So I'm doing the same thing I did before, taped my paper down, taking my Scrapbook.com scraping tool, and I am just applying this blue ribbon color all over my card fronts. I really, really am loving this color, and I can't decide if I like the bold, intense color or if I like it a little bit more pastel, but I really was getting some of those 18th century vibes with maybe a French toile design or a China plate design, and I thought it looked just really fantastic. So there is background number 2 with the same supplies, and I did a third one here. I went ahead and used some of that leftover pastel blue, and I'm using some of this distress glaze color in blue ribbon. And I'm just going to sprinkle that all over my embossing paste, and this is going to make my design a little bit darker, and when I hit it with my heat tool, it's actually going to give it a little bit of a shine as well. So I think all 3 of these backgrounds turned out great. I can't decide which one's my favorite, but they're so simple to do, so easy to do, and you can make tons of backgrounds at once, and each one will be a little bit different and a little bit unique depending on what you do with it. So here I am hitting it with my heat tool, just melting that distress glaze, and you can see it's gonna kind of melt and be a little bit shiny, so that's where the glaze part comes in, and this one really does look like china with that shine finish on it. So just going over all of my embossing paste areas. You do have to hold it there a little bit longer than you would if the distress glaze was right on the cardstock, because you also are heating that embossing paste as well. So there's that third background all finished. If I tip it in the light, you can see that shine on that distress glaze. And I'm going to show you all 3 of my backgrounds now with the same color, prize ribbon, and they all look so different and so unique. And I am just having fun with this color. So I went ahead, I cut them up, and I added some simple sentiments to them. I embossed some gold sentiments, stamped and embossed. I added a few sequins there, kept it really simple so the background could shine through. For this one, I added a foiled sentiment with some gold foil, and I just love how that turned out. It's really simple but really elegant, and these are all easy cards that anyone could do. So I hope you're enjoying the new Tim Holtz Distress Ink color prize ribbon. I know I had such a fun time making these. I had to go ahead and stage them and take some photographs, so make sure you check out the links in the description box below, and make sure you check out this new color at Scrapbook.com. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, and just do all the things. We will catch you next time. Bye!